and welcome to Read With Me Pittsburgh. My name is J. Roger Davis, and I'm your host. Today in our studio, we have a special guest. Her name is Kenyetta Latrica.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
having me.
thank you for stopping by our studio today. It is
Absolutely.
such a pleasure,
Yeah,
and welcome to Read With Me Pittsburgh.
awesome. I would
Kenyetta.
rather be nowhere else but here.
How have you been managing during COVID? I know
You know
COVID
what?
has affected so many artists and families and businesses. How have you been able to maintain COVID during this time?
Where do we how do we want to spend the rest of our lives? Where do we want to be,
Hmm. Hmm.
when this is all over?
Hmm. Hmm.
And in the midst of it, it's kind of pushed me or driven me to finish up some things that I had been procrastinating on.
Hmm.
And school was one of those.
Well, and a lot of people were spending more time at home. They had more time to spend with family.
Mm-hmm.
And I think,
Absolutely.
you had more time to say, okay, well, what else am I good at?
Exactly.
What's
Yes.
something that I've been putting off for so long that
Mm-hmm.
now I have the opportunity to do
Really
it,
focus on to
really
actually
focus
spend
on that.
because I don't
And
have
what
anything
a
else taking
blessing.
my attention. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What a blessing that is. And that's how you
Mm-hmm.
grow. That's how
Yeah.
you better yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And how does reading navigate through that, Kenyatta?
Oh my. When I tell you
How
I have read so many books, I've read the most that I think I've ever read in the past 2 years,
hmm hmm
since Corona,
True.
actually.
I believe.
One,
Um,
open your mind.
open your mind
Mm-hmm.
to other ways of thinking,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to possibilities. You
Exactly.
know, um, and I think sometimes when we don't do that, and not saying it's by choice, but sometimes when we don't go outside of what we know, we don't get that broader view.
That's
And
true. Yes.
like being in your neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
reading is so important, but it's even more so being able to read your environment,
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's important.
to realize when you stop and when you go. um
Knowing when to actually move, because your environment, depending on what environment you're in,
mhm, mhm,
that will help too with determining
right.
where you go and how far you go, and
And
it
how
can be a
far you go.
motivator as well. Mm-hmm.
You're right. You're
Mm-hmm.
right. You're right. I love that. I love
Mm-hmm.
that. And I think that's so important. And just like in reading allows you to go to these different places that we just talked about.
Yeah,
It allows you to travel
it
to,
opens your mind.
it allows us to go to the mountains. It allows us to
Exactly.
go into the ocean. It
Yes.
allows us, to go into space
Mm-hmm.
and
Takes you out of your current environment and can place you somewhere completely different.
completely
Um,
different.
mhm,
And you can not have left your living room.
mhm, exactly.
You cannot have even left
That's the beauty
the
of it. That's the
sofa.
beauty.
Just being able to interpret and open your mind.
Hmm.
Um, how does that help with your writing, um, Kenyatta? How
I've
does
always
that
said
help with your
with
creative?
writing, yeah, I always said that you have to have a bit of an imagination when it comes
Beautiful.
to writing, and that's not something that comes natural to a lot of people. I
Hmm.
think it has to be developed over time. I know for me, growing up, it was quite difficult to, because I've always loved to sing, did a
Hmm.
lot of covers and things of that sort. But when it came to writing, it was kind of difficult in the beginning because I'm like, well, what do I write about? And I
Hmm.
met this one person who actually introduced me, who got me into showcasing really my talents. My cousin Lynn, she was visiting one summer, and she told me, she said, well, I'm going to help you write this song. So she helped me write my first song. She was like, all you got to do is just think about, what do you do in a day? Like, what do you do throughout the day? What do you think about? What are some of the things you like to do? And she was like, well, just just write those things down, and then make it rhyme. Just like write those things down really shorthanded, and then make it rhyme. So I was like, okay. And then I kind of took that, and I used that throughout really the rest of all of my career. Is what are real life things that I like to do? What are some of the things that I've done that have resonated with me, that are memorable, or that I would want someone else to eventually experience? And how do I transfer those things into words? So yeah.
Words are powerful.
Yes,
Words are so powerful, and it's amazing how words can transport.
that's true.
They can make you feel a certain way. They carry emotions. They carry weight.
Yeah,
They carry meaning.
absolutely.
You know, how does that process for you develop into the actual song? Like, how does that
So
writing process
develop into an actual song,
develop into the actual
the
song?
rhythm and all of that,
Right,
tying it all
right. Where
together,
do you find the rhythm of the words? Where do you find how to,
tie
you
it in
know,
together. So
tie it
sometimes,
together? Yeah, that's a
so
great way of putting it.
it's a two-step process, I would say. Sometimes I can have a rhythm and no words, and I have to build off it. I have to get, well, what am I feeling based on this rhythm that I'm hearing? And then I will write the words down that where does it take me to? What kind of something I feel passionate about? That may have been a recent event that happened, that may have been, just a conversation I had with a friend, something that um, that I have something that I have passion about. I might just sit and just doodle and write out a little bit, and from there it provokes more thought, more words, more rhythm. And once I'm done writing, what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll reread. And again, like I said, the way I learned to write was in poem form. So I'll go back in and I'll think of words that rhyme with the things that I've written out. I might go line by line. I might go every other line, but I'll initially just start out by reading to ensure that it all makes sense, and then tying in other words that may rhyme with those things that I've written. So my advice for those that are looking or trying to get into writing, whether that be poetry or song, is just don't think about it too much. Just sit down and write, and it'll come. It'll come to you.
So, what would be some things like you could write about?
It could, as I said, it could be about world events. It could be something that you just saw on
Could
TV.
it be as simple
That
as like today, like what I did
Yes,
today?
what you did today. You went out for a walk. You walked to the park. You saw, a beautiful dog or woman and her dog walking, or anything really. Like me, I love driving in the car on my way to the shopping center and seeing the beautiful sunrise over the mountain in the morning.
Yep, that was good. That was real good. It can be about anything. You can make it
Anything.
up. You can make it
Mhm.
up as you go along. And
Exactly.
that's the beauty of art. It doesn't have to fit a form or a mold. It
Yeah,
can just be.
it could just be.
It can
The thing
just
about
be.
being an artist is being uniquely you. Like, don't try to be like what you hear. Don't try to be like try to make it sound like something you've heard. Make it you.
So are you saying that it's okay to be you?
Absolutely. It's okay to be you. I think it's for me, it's about purpose. And when you find your purpose, I think you live out your dreams. Once you really figure out what it is that you're purposed to do in life, it plays out your dreams. Your dreams follow. I think for me, that has been my biggest, I would say at least over the past 5 years, I've had this unexplainable passion for wanting to live out my purpose and live in that purpose every day. To me, purpose and dream are they're the same thing, one and the same. Living those things out and modeling that for others has been one of the biggest things that I've kind of been trying to work towards doing over the past 5 years. So I think here, this is a part of it, talking to you and being able to share, the things that I've done and the things that drive me. And then coincide that with my purpose in life, and hopefully inspiring others to feel free to walk in what their purpose is.
That's great. That is great, because that is what this is about. Being able to find those ways to inspire and to let people know it's okay to be you. It's okay to be creative.
Mhm.
It's okay to be different. It's
Yes.
okay to learn how to read.
Mhm.
It's okay. It's
Mhm.
okay, because you have everything you need in you
Yes.
to be successful
Mhm.
and to
Absolutely.
be who God uniquely created you to
Created you to
be.
be. Mhm.
There is no other.
Mhm.
There is no
Absolutely.
other.
I say you haven't succeeded until someone has said that you're different.
All right. All
You
right.
have not succeeded in finding your purpose until someone says, "Oh, that's a little different," or
That's a little
"That's weird."
strange.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Somebody give you the side eye.
Yes.
You know,
Then that's confirmation.
that's
That's confirmation.
confirmation right there.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love that advice, Kenyetta. I
Absolutely.
think that's going to resonate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, would you like to share a song or anything, or maybe tell us where we can find some of your music or
Yes. So I am on
anything?
Snapchat under my name, Kenyetta Latrica. I'm
Mhm.
also, I have a few YouTube videos, but again, most of those are just me doing cover songs because I like to
Sure,
play around
sure,
with different
sure.
covers. Um, and I don't mind. I can sing a little bit of something for you.
The
Sure.
world around you.
Mhm.
You
Absolutely.
make it make sense.
It has been.
You
It
know.
is my go-to. It is my home away from home. I, it is something that is a way of life for me.
Sure.
Um, I would not be me if music was not in the equation.
That's nice. That's nice. That's nice.
Mhm.
Would you like to share the key with us?
Yes, so The Key is a song that I wrote. As I said, I love inspiration, like something that just makes you feel good. And it's a feel good piece I wrote a few years back that still, I think, resonates now. And a lot of people, a lot of my followers, they particularly uh, prefer this song. Um, so I'll sing a little bit for you. It's so amazing, and all that comes with it, though it will be ups and downs. It's a lesson to teach us how, how to live, how to learn, how to grow. It's the word, the key you should know. It can take you and shake you if you let it. It can break you or make you. It's so amazing. So that's just a little snippet of the first verse.
It's wonderful.
So basically talking about love and
Yes.
how simple and easy it is. All we have to do is practice it.
Yes. Yes. That's the key.
That is the key.
Thank you for sharing that with us today.
Absolutely.